Daily Astrology Horoscope February 3, 2025. Astrology forecast for February 3, 2025. The moon is in Gemini today, bringing an energy that is intellectual, communicative, and flexible. As Gemini rules over communication, you may feel more social and chatty today. This is a great time to connect with others, share ideas, and engage in light, stimulating conversations. Your mind is likely to be active, jumping from topic to topic. You may feel a desire to learn something new, exchange thoughts with friends, or start a short-term project. However, with Gemini's restless energy, it's important to stay grounded, as distractions may easily pull you away from more important tasks. Venus is in Capricorn, creating a focus on commitment and long-term stability in your relationships. This is a time to think about the future of your love life and friendships, assessing what is truly valuable and meaningful. Venus in Capricorn brings a more serious tone to romance, with a focus on responsibility, loyalty, and shared goals. You may find yourself thinking more about your partner's long-term potential, or if you're single, you may be more attracted to individuals who demonstrate ambition, maturity, and a strong sense of purpose. For those in relationships, this influence could prompt conversations about future plans or more practical matters like finances or living arrangements. Mercury is in Aquarius today, emphasizing innovative thinking and intellectual exploration. You may feel inspired to explore new ideas, engage in progressive conversations, or dive into unconventional topics. Aquarius is a forward-thinking sign, and with Mercury here, your mind may be drawn to futuristic concepts or humanitarian issues. This is a great time to brainstorm, think outside the box, and communicate in new and original ways. Expect a focus on technology, social movements, or breaking away from tradition in your thought processes and conversations. Mars is in Sagittarius, fueling your desire for adventure and personal growth. Today, you may feel motivated to pursue something that expands your horizons, whether it's travel, learning, or taking risks in order to grow. Sagittarius energy urges you to act on your need for freedom and exploration, and Mars in this sign provides the energy to do so. However, this influence can sometimes lead to impulsive actions, so be mindful of rushing into things without fully thinking them through. Take action, but ensure you're also considering the long-term consequences of your choices. Jupiter is in Pisces, amplifying your emotional and spiritual world. This influence is likely to make you feel more in touch with your intuition, creativity, and compassion. You may feel inspired to express yourself through art, spirituality, or emotional connections with others. Jupiter in Pisces encourages growth through understanding, empathy, and creative pursuits. Whether you're focusing on self-care or working on a creative project, today is a good time for emotional and spiritual expansion. Trust your intuition and follow any creative or emotional impulses you feel drawn to. Saturn is also in Pisces, providing a more disciplined and structured approach to your emotional and spiritual growth. While Jupiter expands your emotional horizons, Saturn encourages you to stay focused on long-term goals and take responsibility for your personal development. Saturn's influence can bring a more serious tone to your spiritual or creative endeavors, urging you to put in the effort and discipline required to turn dreams into reality. You may find yourself working hard to achieve personal growth or emotional stability, but remember that Saturn rewards patience and consistent effort. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring sudden changes or revelations to your material world. Taurus rules over finances, security, and the material aspects of life, and Uranus in this sign has been shaking up these areas for a while. Today, you may experience unexpected shifts in your finances, possessions, or sense of stability. Uranus encourages you to embrace change and innovation, especially in how you approach your resources. Be open to new opportunities, even if they come in unexpected or unconventional forms. What may initially feel like disruption could ultimately lead to freedom or growth. Aries astrology forecast for February 3, 2025. The moon is in Gemini today, Aries, which brings a lively, intellectual energy. You may feel more curious and open to new ideas, and your mind could be buzzing with thoughts and possibilities. Gemini's influence encourages communication and learning, so today is a good time for networking, exchanging ideas, or diving into a new interest. However, Gemini's restless nature can make it difficult to focus on one thing for long, so be mindful of distractions. Use the energy to explore different perspectives, but try to stay grounded so you don't lose sight of your priorities. Venus is in Capricorn, bringing a more serious and practical approach to your relationships. Venus in Capricorn encourages you to think about long-term commitments and stability, particularly in your romantic life or close friendships. You may find yourself evaluating your relationships and asking whether they align with your long-term goals. If you're in a relationship, you could be focused on building something solid and reliable, such as discussing plans for the future or focusing on shared responsibilities. If you're single, you may be more drawn to people who are responsible, hardworking, and have a clear sense of purpose. Mercury is in Aquarius today, stimulating your intellectual curiosity and encouraging you to think outside the box. Your mind may be drawn to progressive or unconventional ideas, and you could find yourself seeking out discussions that challenge the status quo. This is a great time for brainstorming or collaborating with others who share your forward-thinking ideas. Mercury in Aquarius encourages open-mindedness and innovative thinking, so you might come up with some unique solutions to problems or engage in thought-provoking conversations that broaden your horizons. Mars is in Sagittarius, continuing to energize your desire for adventure and personal growth. With Mars in this expansive sign, you're likely to feel motivated to take bold action toward your goals, particularly those that involve learning, travel, or personal development. You may feel more enthusiastic about pursuing new experiences or taking risks in order to expand your understanding of the world. However, be mindful of impulsive actions, as Mars in Sagittarius can sometimes lead to rushing into things without considering all the details. Channel this energy toward your growth, but remember to take a moment to think through your decisions before diving in. Jupiter is in Pisces, enhancing your emotional and spiritual growth. This influence brings an opportunity for personal expansion through creativity, compassion, and emotional exploration. You may feel more connected to your intuition or find that your empathy toward others deepens. This is an excellent time to engage in activities that help you express yourself emotionally, whether that's through art, creative projects, or spiritual practices. Jupiter in Pisces encourages you to trust your instincts and open your heart to new experiences that align with your values. Saturn is also in Pisces, urging you to bring structure and discipline to your emotional and spiritual pursuits. While Jupiter expands your emotional horizons, Saturn asks you to stay focused on your long-term personal development. This influence may push you to commit to your emotional or spiritual growth, requiring hard work and patience. Whether it's a creative endeavor, a spiritual practice, or a personal transformation, Saturn's presence encourages you to take your growth seriously and put in the effort required for lasting change. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring changes and surprises to your material world, particularly in relation to your finances, possessions, and sense of stability. Today, you might experience sudden insights or shifts in these areas of your life. Uranus in Taurus challenges your approach to resources, encouraging you to embrace innovation and think outside the box when it comes to your financial security or material possessions. These changes may feel disruptive, but they can ultimately lead to greater freedom and growth in how you manage your resources. February 3, 2025, brings a lively, intellectual energy with the Moon in Gemini, urging you to connect with others and explore new ideas. Venus in Capricorn adds a practical, long-term focus to your relationships, while Mercury in Aquarius encourages innovative thinking and progressive conversations. Mars in Sagittarius fuels your desire for adventure and growth, but be cautious of impulsive actions. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces highlight emotional and spiritual growth, asking you to balance expansion with responsibility. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring changes to your material world, urging you to embrace new approaches to finances and stability. Today, focus on engaging with new ideas and experiences while staying grounded in your relationships and long-term goals. Embrace personal growth, but ensure you're making thoughtful decisions that support your future. Taurus Astrology Forecast for February 3, 2025. The moon is in Gemini today, Taurus, bringing an energetic, mentally focused vibe. This influence may have you feeling more curious, chatty, and eager to gather information. You might feel a desire to engage in conversations, exchange ideas, or dive into topics that stimulate your mind. It's a good day for socializing, learning something new, or tackling tasks that require mental agility. However, Gemini's restless energy can sometimes cause distractions, so be mindful of jumping from one thing to another. Try to focus on one task at a time to make the most of today's intellectual energy. Venus is in Capricorn, highlighting your area of career and long-term goals. Venus in Capricorn brings a more serious, grounded energy to your professional life. Today, you may feel more focused on your reputation, your career path, and your ambitions. You could be thinking about how to build a solid foundation for the future, whether that's by advancing in your current role or pursuing long-term professional goals. Venus in Capricorn also encourages you to take a practical approach to relationships in your work life, ensuring that you build connections that are not only emotionally fulfilling but also provide stability and growth. Mercury is in Aquarius today, enhancing your ability to think creatively and approach problems from unconventional angles. With Mercury in Aquarius, your thoughts are likely to be focused on new ideas, progressive concepts, and future possibilities. This is a great time for brainstorming or collaborating with others who share your vision. You may find that your communication style becomes more forward-thinking and innovative. Don't hesitate to express your unique ideas, as this energy supports exploring new solutions to challenges, especially those related to technology or group dynamics. Mars is in Sagittarius, encouraging you to take action toward personal growth and adventure. You may feel motivated to expand your horizons today, whether that means exploring new ideas, learning something new, or pursuing a goal that pushes you beyond your comfort zone. This energy supports growth through action and exploration, so use it to take bold steps toward your long-term aspirations. However, be mindful not to act too impulsively. Mars in Sagittarius can sometimes lead to rushing into things without considering all the details. Make sure to channel this energy into projects that align with your bigger vision. Jupiter is in Pisces, expanding your opportunities for growth in emotional, creative, and spiritual areas. You may feel more open to exploring your inner world or engaging in creative activities. This is a great time for tapping into your imagination or working on projects that allow you to express yourself emotionally or artistically. Jupiter in Pisces enhances compassion, so you may find yourself more empathetic toward others. It's also an excellent time for personal development, especially if you're seeking to align more closely with your spiritual path or creative pursuits. Saturn is also in Pisces, bringing a more disciplined and structured energy to your creative or emotional pursuits. While Jupiter expands your emotional and spiritual horizons, Saturn asks you to put in the work and stay committed to your personal growth. Saturn's influence encourages you to take responsibility for your creative or emotional goals, ensuring that you stay focused and disciplined in order to achieve lasting results. This is a time to build the foundation for your creative or spiritual endeavors, putting in the effort required for long-term success. Uranus is in your sign, Taurus, continuing to shake up your sense of self and your approach to personal growth. Uranus in Taurus brings unexpected changes that challenge your usual way of doing things, particularly in how you approach your identity, values, and personal development. Today, you may feel the urge to break free from old patterns or embrace new ways of expressing yourself. While these changes can feel disruptive at times, they also offer an opportunity for growth and freedom. Be open to new experiences and try not to resist change, as it could ultimately lead to greater authenticity and personal empowerment. February 3, 2025, brings a day of intellectual exploration and personal growth for you, Taurus. The Moon in Gemini encourages socializing and mental engagement, while Venus in Capricorn brings a focus on your career and long-term goals. Mercury in Aquarius stimulates creative thinking and innovative solutions, making it a good time for brainstorming and collaboration. Mars in Sagittarius urges you to take action toward expanding your horizons, but be careful not to act too impulsively. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces emphasize emotional, creative, and spiritual growth, encouraging you to focus on personal development with discipline and commitment. Uranus in your sign continues to bring change, urging you to embrace new ways of expressing yourself. Today, focus on broadening your horizons, both mentally and emotionally. Be open to new ideas and experiences, while staying grounded in your long-term goals and personal growth. Gemini Astrology Forecast for February 3, 2025. The Moon is in your fellow air sign, Gemini, today, which enhances your natural curiosity and intellectual energy. You may feel more social, communicative, and mentally alert than usual. This is a great time for engaging in conversations, learning something new, or connecting with others who share your interests. With the Moon in your sign, you'll likely feel more emotionally in tune with your thoughts, making it easier to express yourself. However, be mindful of overthinking or spreading your attention too thin, as Gemini's energy can lead to jumping from one thing to another. Try to stay grounded and focus on what truly matters. Venus is in Capricorn, highlighting your sector of higher learning, travel, and philosophy. Venus in Capricorn brings a more serious, committed energy to your approach to education, travel, or expanding your worldview. You may find yourself thinking more seriously about long-term educational goals, career paths that involve travel, or deepening your understanding of your beliefs and values. In relationships, Venus in Capricorn encourages you to connect with people who share your ambitions and long-term vision, particularly those who can support you in your personal growth and exploration. Whether through study or travel, this is a time to focus on building stability in your intellectual and philosophical pursuits. Mercury is in Aquarius today, stimulating your mind with innovative and progressive ideas. With Mercury in Aquarius, you may feel drawn to thinking outside the box and exploring unconventional solutions to problems. This is an excellent time for brainstorming, collaborating with others, and discussing futuristic concepts. Mercury in Aquarius favors intellectual independence and original thinking, so trust your unique perspective and embrace ideas that challenge the status quo. It's a good day to engage in thought-provoking discussions or work on projects that involve technology, social issues, or group dynamics. Mars is in Sagittarius, bringing an enthusiastic and adventurous energy to your day. This influence fuels your desire to take action and pursue new experiences. Whether you're looking to expand your knowledge, travel, or take on a new challenge, Mars in Sagittarius supports forward movement. However, be cautious of rushing into things without fully considering the consequences. Mars in Sagittarius can lead to impulsive decisions, so make sure to think carefully before taking any risks. This energy is best used when you feel inspired to grow and push your boundaries, but it's important to remain mindful of any hasty moves. Jupiter is in Pisces, enhancing your emotional and spiritual world. With Jupiter in Pisces, you may feel more connected to your intuition, creativity, and compassion. This is a time to explore your deeper emotional needs, engage in spiritual practices, or work on creative projects that allow you to express your feelings. Jupiter in Pisces encourages emotional growth and expansion, so pay attention to your dreams, intuition, and any creative impulses that arise. You may feel more compassionate toward others, and this influence supports healing and connecting with your deeper emotional truths. Saturn is also in Pisces, bringing a more disciplined and structured approach to your emotional or creative pursuits. While Jupiter is expanding your emotional world, Saturn is asking you to focus on building long-term emotional or spiritual goals. Saturn's influence encourages you to commit to your emotional growth, creativity, or spiritual practices in a way that's responsible and sustainable. Whether it's working through emotional blockages or committing to a creative project, Saturn asks you to take your emotional and spiritual growth seriously and stay disciplined in your efforts. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes and disruptions to your financial and material world. Uranus in Taurus can spark sudden insights or shifts in your approach to money, resources, and security. Today, you may experience unexpected developments that challenge your usual way of handling finances or possessions. While these changes may feel unsettling at times, Uranus encourages you to embrace innovation and flexibility. Use any disruptions as opportunities to rethink your relationship with money and create new, more efficient ways of managing your resources. February 3, 2025, brings a dynamic blend of intellectual stimulation and emotional growth for you, Gemini. The moon in your sign boosts your social energy and communication skills, making it a great day for connecting with others and sharing ideas. Venus in Capricorn encourages you to focus on long-term goals related to education, travel, or your philosophical beliefs, while Mercury in Aquarius sparks innovative thinking and original solutions to problems. Mars in Sagittarius fuels your desire for adventure and personal growth, but be mindful of acting too impulsively. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces encourage emotional and spiritual development, asking you to balance expansion with discipline. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring change to your financial world, urging you to embrace new ways of managing your resources. Today is a good day to expand your mind, explore new ideas, and work on your personal and spiritual growth. Stay open to change, but also focus on building long-term stability in your emotional and material worlds. Cancer Astrology Forecast for February 3, 2025. The moon is in Gemini today, bringing a shift to a more social and intellectually stimulating energy. While your emotional nature tends to be more private and sensitive, today you may feel more open to engaging with others, especially in light, casual conversations. This is a good time to connect with friends, share ideas, or explore new interests. You may also find your mind active, jumping between different thoughts and ideas. However, be cautious of spreading your attention too thin or getting distracted. Try to focus on tasks or conversations that allow you to express your thoughts clearly, without overextending yourself. Venus is in Capricorn, highlighting your shared resources, intimacy, and deep emotional connections. With Venus in Capricorn, you may be more focused on the practical aspects of relationships, especially those that involve financial matters or long-term commitments. In romantic relationships, this influence encourages you to take a more grounded, serious approach. You may be considering the future of your relationships or thinking about how to build stability and trust with others. If you're involved in any shared financial endeavors, such as investments, loans, or business partnerships, Venus in Capricorn may bring a more practical and responsible energy to these areas. Mercury is in Aquarius, bringing a mental focus on innovative thinking, new ideas, and future-oriented conversations. Your mind may be drawn to more unconventional or progressive topics, and you might feel inspired to explore new ways of communicating or thinking. This is a good time for engaging in intellectual discussions or working on creative projects that allow you to express your unique perspective. Mercury in Aquarius encourages open-mindedness and embracing originality, so feel free to explore new concepts, especially those that involve technology, social causes, or forward-thinking solutions to challenges. Mars is in Sagittarius, activating your sector of career, public life, and ambitions. This influence encourages you to take action in your professional life, pursue long-term goals, and focus on building your reputation. Mars in Sagittarius fuels your drive to achieve success and expand your horizons, whether it's through furthering your career, taking on new challenges, or exploring new opportunities. However, be mindful of overextending yourself or rushing into decisions without fully considering the long-term impact. Mars in Sagittarius favors action, but it's important to balance this energy with patience and careful planning. Jupiter is in Pisces, enhancing your sense of creativity, self-expression, and emotional growth. This is a time when you may feel more in tune with your inner emotional world, and your intuitive and empathetic side is likely to be heightened. Jupiter in Pisces encourages personal growth through creative expression, spiritual exploration, and emotional healing. You may feel inspired to tap into your artistic or spiritual side, whether through art, music, meditation, or other practices that allow you to connect with your deeper self. Trust your intuition and allow your creativity to flow. Saturn is also in Pisces, bringing a more disciplined and structured energy to your creative pursuits and emotional growth. While Jupiter is expanding your emotional and creative world, Saturn encourages you to take responsibility and commit to long-term goals. This influence may require you to put in the work necessary for emotional or spiritual growth, whether it's through dedicated creative projects, personal healing, or establishing healthy emotional boundaries. Saturn asks you to be patient with your process and to stay focused on the steps needed to achieve lasting emotional and creative fulfillment. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring changes and surprises to your personal identity, appearance, and sense of self. Today, Uranus may bring unexpected insights or shifts that prompt you to rethink how you express yourself in the world. You might feel the urge to break free from old patterns or embrace a more authentic version of yourself. These changes may feel sudden, but Uranus encourages you to embrace innovation and new ways of being. While it can feel uncomfortable at times, this influence is ultimately pushing you to grow and evolve into a more liberated version of yourself. February 3, 2025, offers a mix of intellectual stimulation, personal growth, and career-driven energy for you, Cancer. The Moon in Gemini encourages socializing and intellectual exchanges, while Venus in Capricorn brings a practical and serious energy to relationships and shared resources. Mercury in Aquarius promotes innovative thinking and new ideas, making this a great time for exploring creative or unconventional solutions. Mars in Sagittarius fuels your drive to achieve success in your career, but be cautious of rushing into decisions. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces highlight emotional and spiritual growth, asking you to balance creative expansion with discipline. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring change to your personal identity and self-expression, urging you to embrace new ways of being. Today, focus on connecting with others intellectually, while also nurturing your emotional and creative growth. Take action toward your long-term goals, but ensure you're building a strong foundation for lasting success. Leo Astrology Forecast for February 3, 2025. The Moon is in Gemini today, Leo, bringing a lively and intellectually stimulating energy that may prompt you to connect with others and share ideas. You could find yourself feeling more social and curious, wanting to engage in conversations or seek out new information. Gemini's influence encourages mental exploration, so this is a good time to learn something new or dive into a topic that piques your interest. However, with Gemini's tendency toward restlessness, be cautious of spreading yourself too thin or getting distracted by too many different things at once. Focus on meaningful connections and topics that genuinely excite you. Venus is in Capricorn, highlighting your sector of relationships, partnerships, and one-on-one interactions. Venus in Capricorn brings a more grounded, practical energy to your connections, particularly those that involve long-term commitments or shared responsibilities. In romantic relationships, you may find yourself taking a more serious approach, focusing on building stability and trust with your partner. If you're single, you might be drawn to individuals who are mature, responsible, and have a clear sense of purpose. Venus in Capricorn encourages you to invest time and energy into relationships that have long-term potential and align with your goals. Mercury is in Aquarius today, boosting your intellectual energy and encouraging you to think outside the box. With Mercury in Aquarius, you may feel inspired to explore new ideas, engage in progressive conversations, or break away from traditional ways of thinking. This is a great time to brainstorm or work on projects that involve innovation, technology, or group collaboration. Your mind is likely to be drawn to unconventional solutions to problems, and you may be more open to exploring new perspectives. Embrace the urge to think differently, as this influence supports original thinking and innovative communication. Mars is in Sagittarius, energizing your sector of higher learning, travel, and philosophy. You may feel more motivated than usual to expand your horizons, whether that means pursuing education, exploring new places, or diving into topics that broaden your understanding of the world. Mars in Sagittarius supports adventurous pursuits, so you may feel inspired to take a leap of faith or go after something that feels exciting and fulfilling. However, be mindful of acting impulsively or rushing into things without fully considering the consequences. Make sure your actions align with your long-term goals and values. Jupiter is in Pisces, enhancing your emotional world and encouraging growth through creativity, spirituality, and personal expression. This is a time when you may feel more in touch with your intuition and emotions, allowing you to engage in activities that nurture your soul. Whether through creative endeavors, spiritual practices, or emotional connections with others, Jupiter in Pisces supports your growth in areas that involve empathy, intuition, and emotional healing. Trust your inner guidance and allow yourself to embrace opportunities for creative or spiritual expansion. Saturn is also in Pisces, bringing a more disciplined and structured energy to your emotional and creative pursuits. While Jupiter expands your emotional and spiritual horizons, Saturn encourages you to stay focused on long-term growth and commit to your personal development. Saturn's influence may prompt you to put in the work required to turn your creative dreams or emotional goals into reality. Whether it's working on a creative project or committing to a spiritual practice, Saturn is asking you to take a responsible and disciplined approach to your personal growth. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes and revelations to your financial world. Today, you may experience shifts or surprises related to your income, possessions, or sense of material security. Uranus in Taurus is all about breaking free from old patterns and embracing new, innovative ways of managing your resources. While these changes may feel unsettling at times, Uranus is pushing you toward greater freedom and growth in how you approach your finances. Be open to new opportunities or insights that could lead to a more liberated approach to your material world. February 3, 2025, brings a blend of intellectual stimulation and personal growth for you, Leo. The Moon in Gemini encourages socializing, learning, and sharing ideas, while Venus in Capricorn brings a practical and serious energy to your relationships and partnerships. Mercury in Aquarius sparks innovative thinking and new ideas, making it a good time for brainstorming or exploring progressive solutions. Mars in Sagittarius motivates you to expand your horizons through education, travel, or adventure, but be mindful of impulsiveness. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces highlight emotional and creative growth, urging you to balance expansion with discipline. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring change to your financial world, encouraging you to embrace new approaches to money and resources. Today, focus on expanding your mind, engaging in meaningful conversations, and taking steps toward your long-term goals. Embrace personal and creative growth, but remain open to innovative changes in how you manage your resources. Virgo Astrology Forecast for February 3, 2025. The Moon is in Gemini today, Virgo, creating a curious, communicative atmosphere that may draw your attention to intellectual and social activities. You might find yourself more engaged in conversations, exploring new ideas, or seeking out information that sparks your interest. The Moon's position in Gemini encourages mental agility and adaptability, making it a good time to work on tasks that require flexibility or quick thinking. However, Gemini's energy can also make it difficult to focus for long periods, so try to avoid distractions and focus on one thing at a time to make the most of today's energy. Venus is in Capricorn, highlighting your sector of work, health, and daily routines. Venus in Capricorn brings a more practical, disciplined energy to your approach to these areas of life. You may feel drawn to creating a more harmonious and efficient routine, whether in your professional life or in how you take care of your physical well-being. In relationships, Venus in Capricorn encourages you to focus on building stability, especially in your work-related connections. This is a good time to foster strong, supportive relationships with co-workers, or to invest time and energy into improving your physical health through disciplined routines. Mercury is in Aquarius today, bringing a sharp, progressive energy to your thoughts and communications. With Mercury in Aquarius, you may feel inspired to think outside the box, explore unconventional ideas, or engage in conversations that challenge the norm. This influence encourages intellectual independence and creative problem solving, so it's a great time for brainstorming or tackling projects that require innovation. Whether you're working with technology, social issues, or finding new ways to approach old problems, Mercury in Aquarius supports forward-thinking communication and solutions. Mars is in Sagittarius, activating your sector of intimacy, shared resources, and transformation. You may feel a strong drive to dive deeper into matters of emotional connection or to address issues involving shared finances. Mars in Sagittarius brings an adventurous and bold energy to these areas, encouraging you to take action toward deepening your relationships or resolving financial matters. However, be cautious of rushing into situations without fully considering the long-term consequences. Mars in Sagittarius can lead to impulsive decisions, so take time to think carefully before acting on any intense feelings or financial matters. Jupiter is in Pisces, enhancing your creativity, self-expression, and emotional growth. This is a time when you may feel more connected to your inner world and more inspired to express yourself through artistic or creative pursuits. Jupiter in Pisces encourages you to embrace your imagination and trust your intuition. It's an excellent time to work on projects that allow you to explore your emotional and creative depth. Whether through art, writing, or other forms of self-expression, Jupiter supports expanding your creative horizons and tapping into your emotional well-being. Saturn is also in Pisces, bringing a disciplined, structured energy to your creative or emotional pursuits. While Jupiter encourages expansion and growth, Saturn asks you to put in the work required to turn your creative or emotional goals into lasting success. Saturn's influence can bring a more serious, focused approach to your creative projects or personal growth. You may feel the need to set long-term goals or create a solid foundation for your emotional well-being. Saturn encourages patience and dedication, so take your time with projects that require sustained effort. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring changes and surprises to your relationships and partnerships. Uranus in Taurus may inspire you to break free from old relationship patterns or approach your connections in new and unconventional ways. Today, you may experience unexpected developments in your partnerships, whether personal or professional. While these changes may feel disruptive, Uranus encourages growth and innovation in how you relate to others. Be open to embracing new forms of connection, whether that means letting go of outdated relationship dynamics or finding new ways to approach collaboration. February 3, 2025, offers a mix of intellectual stimulation, creative expansion, and practical energy for you, Virgo. The moon in Gemini boosts your social energy and curiosity, making it a good time for learning and exchanging ideas. Venus in Capricorn brings a grounded, practical focus to your work, health, and daily routines, encouraging you to create stability in these areas. Mercury in Aquarius promotes innovative thinking and intellectual independence, so it's a good day for tackling projects that require new ideas. Mars in Sagittarius energizes your emotional connections and shared resources, but be careful of acting impulsively. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces encourage emotional and creative growth, urging you to expand your creativity while staying disciplined. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring change to your relationships, inviting you to embrace new ways of connecting. Today, focus on intellectual pursuits, creative projects, and building stability in your work and personal life. Stay open to change, especially in your relationships, and use the energy to make thoughtful decisions that support your long-term goals. Libra Astrology Forecast for February 3, 2025. The Moon is in Gemini today, creating an intellectually stimulating atmosphere that enhances your social and communicative energy. You may feel more curious and open to engaging in conversations, especially those that allow you to exchange ideas or learn something new. This is a great day for networking, connecting with others, or seeking out new information that can broaden your perspective. While Gemini's energy can encourage mental agility and flexibility, it can also lead to distractions, so be mindful of staying focused on tasks or conversations that are important to you. Venus is in Capricorn, highlighting your sector of creativity, romance, and self-expression. Venus in Capricorn brings a practical and disciplined energy to your approach to love and creative pursuits. You may find yourself thinking more seriously about your romantic relationships, considering long-term commitments, or reflecting on what you need in a partner. If you're involved in any creative endeavors, Venus in Capricorn encourages you to take a more structured, strategic approach. Whether you're working on a creative project or a romantic connection, this energy supports building stability and laying a strong foundation for future success. Mercury is in Aquarius, bringing a forward-thinking, innovative influence to your thoughts and communications. Mercury in Aquarius encourages you to think outside the box and embrace progressive ideas. You may find yourself drawn to unconventional solutions or unconventional conversations that challenge the norm. This is an excellent time for brainstorming, engaging in intellectual discussions, or working on projects that involve technology, social causes, or group collaboration. Mercury in Aquarius supports original thinking and fresh perspectives, so don't hesitate to express your unique ideas or opinions. Mars is in Sagittarius, energizing your sector of work, health, and daily routines. This influence encourages you to take action toward improving your day-to-day life, whether that's focusing on your career goals, creating more efficient routines, or taking better care of your health. Mars in Sagittarius can fuel a desire to take on new challenges or take bold steps in your professional life. However, be careful not to rush into things too quickly, as the impulsive energy of Mars in Sagittarius can lead to hasty decisions. Stay focused on your long-term goals and take practical steps to build the foundations for lasting success. Jupiter is in Pisces, enhancing your emotional well-being and your connections with others. This is a time when you may feel more in tune with your inner emotional world, as well as more open to connecting with others on a deeper, more compassionate level. Jupiter in Pisces encourages you to explore your intuition and emotional intelligence, whether through personal growth, creative projects, or spiritual practices. This is an excellent time to nurture your emotional health and engage in activities that help you feel more centered and connected to your deeper self. Saturn is also in Pisces, bringing a more disciplined, structured energy to your emotional or creative endeavors. While Jupiter encourages you to expand emotionally and creatively, Saturn asks you to stay grounded and committed to long-term growth. Saturn's influence may prompt you to put in the effort necessary for lasting success, whether in your emotional healing, creative pursuits, or spiritual growth. It's a time to take responsibility for your personal development and approach your emotional and creative goals with patience and discipline. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring change and unexpected insights to your sector of work, health, and daily routines. Uranus in Taurus can bring sudden shifts in how you approach your daily life, whether that means making changes to your work habits, health routines, or lifestyle. While these changes can feel unpredictable, Uranus encourages you to embrace innovation and flexibility. Be open to new ideas or opportunities that could lead to more efficient or fulfilling routines. Whether it's a change in how you work or a shift in your health habits, Uranus is pushing you toward more freedom and growth in your everyday life. February 3, 2025, brings a day of intellectual stimulation and practical focus for you, Libra. The Moon in Gemini encourages communication and learning, making it a good time for socializing or engaging in mentally stimulating activities. Venus in Capricorn brings a grounded, Serious energy to your creative pursuits and romantic relationships, encouraging you to think long-term. Mercury in Aquarius inspires original thinking and forward-thinking ideas, so embrace innovation and progressive solutions. Mars in Sagittarius energizes your work and health routines, but be mindful of acting impulsively. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces support emotional and creative growth, urging you to balance expansion with discipline. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring change to your work and daily life, encouraging flexibility and new approaches. Today, focus on expanding your mind, connecting with others, and making progress toward your long-term goals. Be open to change in your routines and relationships, but take a disciplined approach to personal growth and emotional well-being. Scorpio astrology forecast for February 3, 2025. The moon is in Gemini today, bringing an airy, social energy that could have you feeling more talkative and intellectually engaged. While your usual emotional depth may draw you inward, today you might find yourself craving more interaction and exchange of ideas. This is an excellent time for conversations that allow you to connect on a mental level with others. Whether it's discussing ideas, solving problems, or learning something new, Gemini's influence invites curiosity and mental flexibility. Just be mindful not to overextend yourself, as Gemini can sometimes cause distractions or a scattered energy. Stay focused on meaningful exchanges. Venus is in Capricorn, activating your sector of home, family, and emotional foundations. With Venus in Capricorn, there's a more practical and grounded approach to your emotional life and home environment. You may feel a desire to create more stability and comfort in your personal life, focusing on building stronger bonds with family members or improving your living space. Venus here also encourages you to take a more responsible and structured approach to matters of love and affection, particularly in long-term relationships. This influence favors efforts that lead to greater emotional security and connection, so you may be drawn to deepening your ties with loved ones or focusing on your home life. Mercury is in Aquarius today, stimulating your sector of creativity, self-expression, and romance. Mercury in Aquarius inspires you to think outside the box and engage in creative pursuits that break away from tradition. You might feel more inclined to express yourself uniquely, whether through art, writing, or simply sharing your personal perspective. This is a good day to brainstorm new ideas or embark on creative projects that allow you to showcase your individuality. Mercury in Aquarius also encourages open-minded communication in your romantic life, so if you're in a relationship, this influence favors intellectually stimulating conversations that bring you closer together. Mars is in Sagittarius, energizing your sector of communication, learning, and day-to-day activities. Mars in Sagittarius fuels your desire for new knowledge, expansion of your skills, and interaction with others. You may feel a strong drive to engage in more intellectual or educational activities, or perhaps take a trip to explore new places or ideas. Your energy is high for activities that require mental agility, and you may feel the urge to take on challenges that broaden your horizons. However, with Mars in Sagittarius, there's also a tendency toward impulsivity. Be mindful of rushing into commitments or decisions without fully thinking through the consequences. Take action, but ensure it's aligned with your broader goals. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to enhance your financial sector. This is a time of emotional growth and expansion in your material world. You may find that your intuition guides you toward new opportunities for increasing your income or stabilizing your financial situation. Jupiter in Pisces supports growth in more subtle, spiritual ways too, so pay attention to your instincts and inner knowing when it comes to making financial decisions. This is an excellent time for taking calculated risks, particularly those that align with your values and long-term security. Saturn is also in Pisces, bringing a more disciplined energy to your approach to finances and shared resources. While Jupiter expands your possibilities, Saturn encourages you to take responsibility for your financial future. There may be a need to set boundaries or make practical decisions that will ensure long-term stability. Saturn's influence asks you to be patient and realistic about your financial goals, avoiding any shortcuts or risky ventures. If you've been working on long-term financial plans, Saturn's energy can help you create a solid foundation for growth and security. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring changes and unexpected developments to your personal identity and how you present yourself to the world. Uranus in Taurus is all about breaking free from outdated habits and embracing more authentic ways of expressing who you are. Today, you may experience unexpected shifts in how you see yourself or how others perceive you. While change can feel unsettling, Uranus encourages you to embrace this process and welcome the opportunity to reinvent yourself. Your identity is evolving, and today's energy may bring a surprising insight or breakthrough in how you want to express yourself or move forward in life. February 3, 2025, brings a blend of intellectual curiosity, creative energy, and a focus on emotional and financial stability for you, Scorpio. The moon in Gemini encourages social interactions and intellectual pursuits, making it a good time to connect with others or learn something new. Venus in Capricorn brings a grounded, responsible energy to your home and family life, fostering deeper emotional connections and stability. Mercury in Aquarius sparks creative expression and progressive thinking, making it a good time to brainstorm or embark on new romantic or creative projects. Mars in Sagittarius energizes your communication and learning, but be mindful of acting impulsively. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces bring expansion and discipline to your financial world, urging you to balance intuition with responsibility. Uranus in Taurus continues to prompt change in your personal identity, encouraging you to embrace new ways of being. Today, focus on intellectual and creative pursuits while also paying attention to your emotional and financial stability. Be open to unexpected shifts and changes, especially in how you see yourself, and take practical steps toward building a solid foundation for your future. Sagittarius Astrology Forecast for February 3, 2025. The moon is in Gemini today, creating a lively and intellectually stimulating atmosphere that might have you feeling more social and communicative. You may find yourself wanting to share your ideas, connect with others, and engage in light, fun conversations. Your curiosity could be piqued, and you might feel the urge to explore new topics, learn something fresh, or expand your knowledge. While Gemini's influence encourages mental activity, it can also make your focus a bit scattered, so try to stay grounded and avoid distractions. Channel your energy into conversations and learning experiences that are meaningful to you. Venus is in Capricorn, highlighting your sector of communication, learning, and intellectual connections. Venus in Capricorn brings a more serious, practical tone to your interactions and exchanges. If you're involved in writing, speaking, or teaching, this is a great time to approach these tasks with discipline and focus. You may also feel more inclined to form connections with people who are intellectual, grounded, or serious about their goals. In relationships, Venus in Capricorn encourages long-term, practical commitments, and it could bring a more structured approach to how you communicate with others. Look for opportunities to have more meaningful, stable exchanges with those you care about. Mercury is in Aquarius, further enhancing your intellectual energy and encouraging you to think outside the box. Mercury in Aquarius fosters innovation, original thinking, and a willingness to explore unconventional ideas. Your mind is likely to be drawn to progressive concepts and fresh solutions. You may find yourself engaging in deeper discussions about the future, technology, or social causes. This influence supports intellectual freedom, so embrace any ideas that feel innovative or different. It's also a great time for working on projects that require teamwork or collaboration, as Mercury in Aquarius encourages group-based thinking and open-mindedness. Mars is in your sign, Sagittarius, energizing your personal ambitions and driving you to take action toward your goals. With Mars in Sagittarius, you are feeling more confident, motivated, and ready to take on new challenges. This is a time when your natural enthusiasm and adventurous spirit are heightened, and you may feel the urge to set new goals or embark on fresh projects. The energy of Mars in your sign is great for taking bold, courageous steps toward achieving what you want. However, be mindful of acting impulsively or rushing into things without careful consideration. Channel this energy toward long-term goals and be sure your actions align with your bigger vision. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to support your sector of self-expression, creativity, and romance. Jupiter in Pisces expands your ability to express yourself emotionally and creatively, and you may find that your intuitive and artistic sides are particularly strong. This influence can inspire you to take on creative projects, explore your artistic talents, or deepen your romantic connections. You could feel more open to expressing your emotions, whether through creative outlets, love, or connection with others. It's a time for exploring your passions and embracing opportunities for growth through creativity and self-expression. Saturn is also in Pisces, bringing a more disciplined and structured energy to your creative and romantic pursuits. While Jupiter is expanding your emotional world, Saturn is encouraging you to take responsibility for your dreams and passions. Saturn's influence might encourage you to take a more serious, grounded approach to your creative projects or relationships, ensuring that your efforts are aligned with long-term goals. This is an excellent time to focus on building a solid foundation for your creative ambitions or love life, and Saturn's discipline will help you stay committed to the work required to achieve success. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes to your financial world. Uranus in Taurus may surprise you with shifts in your income, material possessions, or how you manage resources. Today, you might find yourself reconsidering your approach to money or even facing sudden insights or changes regarding your financial situation. While these changes can feel unsettling, Uranus is encouraging you to embrace new ways of managing your finances and to think outside the box. If you're open to new ideas or opportunities, this influence could lead to greater financial freedom and growth. February 3, 2025, brings a day filled with intellectual stimulation, personal drive, and creative energy for you, Sagittarius. The moon in Gemini encourages social interaction, mental exploration, and learning. Venus in Capricorn brings a grounded, practical energy to your communication and intellectual connections, helping you approach relationships and conversations with focus and structure. Mercury in Aquarius inspires innovative thinking and fresh ideas, especially in collaborative settings. Mars in your sign energizes your drive and ambitions, urging you to take bold steps toward your goals. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces support creative and emotional growth, encouraging you to focus on self-expression, romance, and building a solid foundation for your passions. Uranus in Taurus brings change to your financial situation, urging you to embrace new ways of managing your resources. Today, focus on engaging with new ideas, pursuing creative endeavors, and taking action toward your goals. Be open to unexpected changes, especially in your finances, and trust that they can lead to new opportunities for growth. Capricorn Astrology Forecast for February 3, 2025. The moon is in Gemini today, bringing an energetic and curious vibe to your sector of home and family. You might feel an increased need to connect with family members or spend time at home, but also a desire to mentally engage with something new. Conversations with loved ones could be more lively, and you may find yourself juggling different ideas or projects at home. While this could be an enjoyable and intellectually stimulating time, Gemini's restless energy could also create a sense of distraction. Try to balance your desire to connect with others while still attending to personal matters at home. Venus is in your sign, Capricorn, adding a sense of grace and charm to your personality. This is a time when you are likely to feel more attractive, both physically and energetically, and others may be drawn to you for your grounded and serious approach to life. Venus in Capricorn supports stability and long-term commitments, so it's a good time to focus on relationships that require dedication and loyalty. Whether it's personal or professional, you may find that your approach to love and connection is more mature and strategic. You may also feel a desire to beautify your environment or enhance your appearance, aligning yourself with a more refined and well-maintained image. Mercury is in Aquarius today, activating your sector of home and family. This brings a more progressive and innovative way of thinking about your personal life and living situation. You might find yourself drawn to new ideas or concepts regarding how you manage your home, your family dynamics, or how you nurture your inner world. This influence encourages open-mindedness and out-of-the-box thinking, so don't be afraid to explore new methods of organizing your home or relating to your loved ones. You might feel the urge to make some adjustments or changes in how you approach your family life, aiming to create a more open, communicative atmosphere. Mars is in Sagittarius, energizing your sector of finances and resources. This is a time when you may feel a strong drive to focus on your material security and financial goals. Mars in Sagittarius brings enthusiasm and boldness to matters of money, investments, and what you value. You may feel motivated to take action toward increasing your income, paying off debts, or working on projects that promise financial growth. However, Mars in Sagittarius can also bring a tendency to act impulsively, so be careful not to rush into any financial decisions without thoroughly evaluating the risks. Focus on long-term financial stability and make decisions that align with your bigger picture. Jupiter is in Pisces, enhancing your ability to connect emotionally and spiritually. This influence can deepen your understanding of your inner self and expand your emotional horizons. You may find yourself feeling more compassionate, intuitive, or even spiritually awakened during this time. Whether through creative projects, emotional healing, or more profound connections with others, Jupiter in Pisces encourages you to trust your feelings and intuition. This is an excellent time for personal growth, especially when it comes to letting go of old emotional patterns or embracing a more open and empathetic approach to your relationships. Saturn is also in Pisces, bringing a more disciplined energy to your emotional and spiritual life. While Jupiter expands your emotional awareness, Saturn encourages you to commit to long-term growth and stability in these areas. Saturn's influence may prompt you to work through emotional blockages, establish healthier habits, or find ways to create more balance between your personal and spiritual lives. Saturn is asking you to take a serious and responsible approach to your emotional well-being, so this is a good time to set boundaries or create structure in your spiritual practices. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes and shifts to your sector of communication, learning, and mental exploration. Today, you may experience new insights or breakthroughs in how you process information or interact with others. Uranus in Taurus supports innovation in your communication style, and it might push you to rethink the way you express your ideas or learn new skills. Unexpected conversations or encounters may present new opportunities, especially those that help you expand your knowledge. Be open to fresh perspectives and allow these changes to stimulate your intellectual growth. February 3, 2025, offers a day of balanced energy for you, Capricorn, with a focus on home life, personal growth, and finances. The Moon in Gemini invites intellectual exchanges in your home environment, making it a good time for socializing with family or rethinking how you manage your personal space. Venus in your sign enhances your charm and brings a practical approach to love and relationships, focusing on stability and long-term commitments. Mercury in Aquarius encourages innovative thinking about family life, while Mars in Sagittarius motivates you to take bold action in financial matters, though you should be careful with impulsive decisions. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces support emotional growth and spiritual development, urging you to take responsibility for your inner world while also embracing opportunities for expansion. Uranus in Taurus brings unexpected insights that could help you rethink how you communicate or process information. Today, focus on nurturing your personal life and emotional growth, while staying grounded in your practical goals, especially in finances and long-term stability. Be open to new ideas, both in your home life and your personal journey. Aquarius Astrology Forecast for February 3, 2025. The Moon is in Gemini today, bringing an energetic and communicative vibe to your sector of self-expression, creativity, and romance. You might feel a surge of curiosity, wanting to explore new ideas or express yourself in unique and playful ways. This is a great time for indulging in creative hobbies or seeking out new experiences that excite you. The social energy of the day could also bring opportunities for romance or fun, light-hearted interactions. Gemini's influence encourages intellectual curiosity, so don't be surprised if you feel inspired to dive into new topics or creative projects that challenge the norm. Venus is in Capricorn, highlighting your sector of finances, values, and material security. Venus in Capricorn brings a practical and grounded energy to how you approach money and resources. You may feel more focused on creating stability in your financial life or refining your personal values. Venus here encourages you to take a methodical approach to wealth building and material matters, favoring long-term investments over impulsive spending. In relationships, Venus in Capricorn supports practical, stable connections, especially those that are rooted in shared goals or mutual respect for each other's values. You might find yourself attracted to people who share your long-term vision or who can offer a sense of security. Mercury is in your sign today, Aquarius, which brings an intellectual and innovative energy to your thoughts and communication style. You are likely to be sharp, clear-headed, and ready to express your ideas with confidence. Mercury in Aquarius boosts your mental agility and helps you articulate even the most unconventional thoughts with ease. This is an excellent time to share your ideas with others, whether through writing, speaking, or brainstorming. You might also feel more inclined to think about the future and seek solutions that are outside of the box. Embrace the progressive energy of this transit and don't shy away from expressing your unique perspective. Mars is in Sagittarius, energizing your sector of home and family. Mars in Sagittarius brings an adventurous and bold energy to your domestic life. You may feel a strong desire to take action within your home, whether that's tackling household projects, making changes to your living environment, or asserting your independence within family dynamics. This is a time when you're motivated to create a space that aligns with your ideals or to take a more adventurous approach to your domestic life. However, be mindful of any impulsive decisions or actions within your family relationships. Mars can bring a desire for freedom, but it's important to balance this with sensitivity to others' needs. Jupiter is in Pisces, enhancing your sector of home, family, and emotional security. This is a time when you may feel more compassionate and intuitive when it comes to your loved ones and your emotional well-being. Jupiter in Pisces encourages you to expand your emotional connections, offering a sense of healing and growth in your domestic life. Whether through spending more time with family or creating a nurturing, comforting home environment, this influence supports emotional abundance and connection. Jupiter here may also inspire you to explore spiritual or creative practices that help nurture your sense of inner peace. Saturn is also in Pisces, continuing to bring a disciplined and structured energy to your emotional and family life. While Jupiter expands and heals, Saturn asks you to approach these areas with responsibility and commitment. You may find that you're focusing more on creating lasting foundations in your home life, whether that's through setting boundaries, establishing healthier routines, or committing to emotional growth. Saturn encourages you to take your emotional security seriously, urging you to build a stable, supportive environment for yourself and those you care about. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes and innovative energy to your sector of personal identity and self-expression. Uranus in Taurus pushes you to break free from old ways of presenting yourself or defining who you are. You may feel a strong desire to change your appearance, try out new looks, or take a more authentic approach to how you show up in the world. The energy of Uranus supports experimentation and individuality, so if you've been feeling the urge to make bold changes, now is the time to embrace them. Trust in your intuition and allow yourself the freedom to reinvent yourself as needed. February 3, 2025, is a day filled with intellectual stimulation, creativity, and a focus on personal growth for you, Aquarius. The moon in Gemini encourages self-expression, creativity, and playfulness, making it a great day for indulging in hobbies or connecting with others in fun, intellectual ways. Venus in Capricorn brings a practical energy to your financial and material concerns, urging you to focus on long-term stability and value-driven relationships. Mercury in your sign enhances your communication, boosting your ability to express innovative ideas and engage in meaningful conversations. Mars in Sagittarius energizes your home life, motivating you to take bold action in your domestic space. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces support your emotional growth, helping you nurture your home life and emotional security. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring changes to your personal identity, encouraging you to embrace new ways of expressing yourself. Today, focus on creativity, communication, and personal growth. Embrace the energy of innovation, whether it's in your ideas, appearance, or approach to family life. Be open to changes that help you build a stronger sense of self. Pisces Astrology Forecast for February 3, 2025. The Moon is in Gemini today, bringing a lively and communicative energy to your sector of home and family. You may find yourself feeling more social and eager to connect with loved ones, especially through conversations or shared experiences. Your curiosity is heightened, and you may be more interested in learning about your family's past or engaging in activities that bring you closer to your roots. While this energy can make you more chatty and outgoing, it's also a good time to focus on emotional connection through open and honest communication at home. Venus is in Capricorn, activating your sector of communication, learning, and mental connections. Venus in Capricorn brings a practical, serious energy to your interactions and intellectual pursuits. In your relationships, you might feel more inclined toward thoughtful, grounded conversations that focus on long-term goals or shared values. Venus here also encourages you to seek out knowledge and wisdom in areas that will help you improve your communication skills or expand your intellectual horizons. Whether it's through study, teaching, or simply engaging in meaningful conversations, this is a time when you can connect with others in a way that feels stable and rewarding. Mercury is in Aquarius, influencing your sector of income and resources. Mercury in Aquarius brings a more analytical, inventive approach to your financial matters. You may find yourself thinking about money, investments, or how to make better use of your resources in a new, innovative way. This is an excellent time to brainstorm ideas for increasing your income or finding new ways to manage your finances. Mercury in Aquarius encourages thinking outside the box, so you may come across unexpected solutions or opportunities for improving your financial situation. Be open to unconventional ideas, and look for ways to break away from traditional methods of handling money. Mars is in Sagittarius, energizing your sector of self-expression, creativity, and romance. This is a time when your creative energy is high, and you may feel a strong drive to express yourself through art, performance, or any other form of self-expression that feels authentic to you. Mars in Sagittarius encourages you to be bold and adventurous in your creative projects, embracing new ideas and taking risks in your artistic endeavors. This energy is also great for pursuing romance, as you may feel more outgoing and confident in your romantic pursuits. Don't be afraid to take the lead in expressing your feelings or making the first move in matters of the heart. Jupiter is in your sign, Pisces, continuing to expand your sense of self and your emotional world. With Jupiter in Pisces, you are experiencing a period of growth, both spiritually and personally. This is a time when you are more open to new experiences and more willing to embrace the unknown. Your intuition is strong, and you may feel a deeper connection to your inner self. This transit supports personal growth, emotional healing, and the expansion of your spiritual practices. You may also feel more compassionate and generous, both toward others and yourself. Embrace this expansive energy, as it's helping you align with your true path. Saturn is also in Pisces, bringing a more disciplined and structured energy to your emotional and spiritual development. While Jupiter expands your emotional world, Saturn encourages you to approach your growth with a sense of responsibility. Saturn in Pisces may ask you to work on creating stronger emotional boundaries or to take a more committed approach to your spiritual practices. This is a time to focus on building a solid foundation for your personal development and emotional well-being. Saturn's influence is about putting in the work to ensure that your growth is lasting and meaningful. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes to your sector of communication and learning. Uranus in Taurus can shake up how you approach information, learning, and the way you express your ideas. Today, you may find yourself encountering new insights or new ways of communicating that challenge your previous patterns of thinking. Uranus encourages you to be open to new ideas, innovative solutions, and unconventional ways of looking at the world. You may also feel a desire to connect with new people or explore new topics that broaden your intellectual horizons. Summary: February 3, 2025, brings a day of emotional connection, intellectual growth, and creative energy for you, Pisces. The Moon in Gemini encourages social interaction and communication, especially with family and loved ones. Venus in Capricorn brings a practical and thoughtful approach to your conversations and intellectual pursuits, helping you build meaningful connections. Mercury in Aquarius influences your financial world, encouraging you to think creatively and innovatively about money and resources. Mars in Sagittarius energizes your creativity and romantic pursuits, urging you to take bold action in expressing yourself. Jupiter and Saturn in your sign support personal and spiritual growth, helping you expand emotionally while staying grounded and disciplined. Uranus in Taurus brings unexpected insights to your communication and learning, encouraging you to embrace new ideas. Today, focus on connecting with others emotionally, thinking innovatively about your financial situation, and embracing the bold, creative energy in your personal and romantic life. Trust your intuition and stay open to the unexpected changes that are guiding your growth. February 3, 2025, brings an active and dynamic energy. The Moon in Gemini encourages communication, learning, and socializing, while Venus in Capricorn urges you to take a serious and responsible approach to relationships. Mercury in Aquarius stimulates original thinking and intellectual exploration, making this a good time for creative brainstorming or engaging in progressive conversations. Mars in Sagittarius fuels your desire for adventure and personal growth, but be mindful of impulsive actions. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces highlight emotional and spiritual growth, encouraging you to trust your intuition and put in the hard work for long-term personal development. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring change to your material world, urging you to embrace new, innovative ways of approaching your finances and stability. Today, focus on balancing communication with practicality and personal growth. Embrace new ideas, but also be patient with your emotional and spiritual evolution.